when COVID started, like when,
Yeah.
coronavirus. What we used to call it.
Yeah, COVID-19.
COVID-19.
People were dropping dead in the streets in China.
Oh, yeah.
Here it
I remember
comes.
seeing those videos.
Nobody got the flu that year. That was quite interesting, but everybody got COVID.
Yeah, I don't know how that worked.
I don't know.
But anyways,
you could be positive with no symptoms. There was all
when it became clear in the U.S. that we had a problem on our hands, right? There was clearly a problem. Things were we were unsure where this was going. Yeah.
All right, man.
But we were unsure where this was heading. Right?
Yeah.
And it was kind of being explained to us in a way that, it could be fairly detrimental to our to our personal family life.
Yeah, you were going to get your family sick.
I'm going to take care of my family.
Oh yeah. Yeah, a lot of
And
people felt that way.
Yeah. I mean, that was the first thought I had.
Mm-hmm.
So I went through my house and I collected all my, my camping stuff.
Did you really?
Yeah, no.
Good for you.
I know, right. But at the time I didn't have any firearms in the house at the time, right?
Yeah.
But, I had, I collected all the things that I thought that would be useful in the scenario where I may have to leave the house with my family in some sort of emergency situation.
Yeah, you want to be prepared for that.
Yeah.
And you can't bring a lot with you. So you got to be really, smart about it. But thank you. I think I'm good on it if you're good.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
But yeah, so it was like,
It was very strange when COVID started. I remember I wore a mask early. Nobody in the store. I went to Walmart. Nobody else had on a N95 mask. But I'm a carpenter and I do drywall, so I got a whole box of the suckers.
Yeah, right.
So
you
I
were
put one on.
Scared as fuck.
No, I wasn't, because I was listening to Alex Jones. So I got the inside scoop on what was happening right off the bat. And the guy was on top of it. So I saw the scam a mile away. And I always thought to myself, because I knew that
the scam, a lot of people died.
Well, no, they didn't. Yeah, I don't know, man. What happened to that death counter? That thing just disappeared, didn't it?
What?
There used to be millions of people. Yeah, it was on the news.
Yeah.
Remember, they used to have it down on the bottom.
State started that?
Now there's 3 million people dead, or however many people were dying.
Yeah.
Basically what they did is they had Dr. Burks came out with the other Redfield and the rest of them for Warp Speed. Operation Warp Speed. And she actually admitted, she said, no, the reporter said, no, you classify it at the hospitals that people died from COVID-19. She said, no, actually they're instructed that they died with COVID-19. So every single patient that comes into the hospital gets tested for COVID-19 with a PCR test, which unfortunately the inventor of the PCR test said it's useless to detect a virus like that. Yeah. Nonetheless, because they run through cycles. If you run through enough cycles, you'll get the bubonic plague or whatever virus you want. So anyway, it'll say false positives. Nonetheless, people, there was a lot of scams like that going on. But anyway, I was back to, I lost what I was saying. Will you bring me back?
So, well, I mean, it was the COVID thing and the prepping thing, and then
we lost I'll have to go back and post, and we'll edit in some kind of an explanation for that. But like I was back to Walmart, like I had an N95 mask early, and nobody had it. I remember everybody looking at me weird, and then I saw these one other couple had them, and they were these tall, like weird looking Ithaca people, like that were really like crunchy. That I really like those people nonetheless.
Tall. I might know that guy.
Had
was he like 6'9"?
They went and got fucking mountain bikes, both of them, and they had camping shit, and they were out of there. They were getting away from people, like avoiding them. They were swimming through the crowd, getting out of the store with their mountain bikes, and I don't know where they thought they were heading.
Wait,
but they went
bikes in Walmart.
No, they were buying brand new mountain bikes and had like camping gear.
Oh,
and they were the only other people in the store with masks on. It's because they were really scared.
Okay, all right.
So they were fucking going to the mountains or something. I don't know, but they were prepping it. They looked freaked out. It was funny.
Now.
And then all of a sudden, I took off the mask, and everybody else had the mask on, and I was like, it was a cool juxtaposition.
Right.
But the thing I was saying is they had like the testing with the PCR test, right? And everybody that went to the hospital, I remember what I was talking about. Everybody that went to the hospital, they said if you died with COVID-19, then even if you fell down and bumped your head and died, they counted you as a COVID-19 death. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, that I lost my track of thought on that. But it's an important point.
Yeah.
It was more than nomenclature. It was a fucking lie. So all these people that died of anything else, if they tested them and came up with COVID-19, not only did they have financial incentives to classify it as such, they just counted up this huge death counter, which conveniently disappeared.
Yeah.
And you don't hear anybody dying all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Herd immunity and the rest. They had scare tactics galore.
Yeah.
And
it sucked, man.